So many of you. Your applause is killing my ears. What's going on, Yeti? Woo! What are you doing? Yeah, I know. Here. Cheer. Cheer. Yeah, better. Closer. Warmer. So I was kicked out of a gay bar recently. Do you know how hard it is to get kicked out of a gay bar? I was sneaking cans on the back patio. Cans of Coors. Apparently they hate Colorado there. The guy, I had this, he was so queer. He was like, you know, we don't sell Coors here. He doesn't work there. He was like blowing one of the bartenders. And just got upset that I had brought my own beer to the gay bar. I only got 2. And so I figured, well, shit, I got caught once. I was like, here you go. You can have it, throw it away. And then he sits right there watching me the whole time. And I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'm pretty much positive I'm not sexy enough to get a beer bought for me right now. Because I was pretty drunk. I was pretty sloppy. Nobody likes a sloppy gay guy. So anyway, I just pulled my other beer out of the bag after, like, I had taken 2 sips out of the first one. Went threw it away promptly. Pulled another Coors out, and I'm thinking, all right, yeah, I'm gonna chug this real quick. Chug it, and I see the tattletale immediately get up, and he goes back into the bar like he's ready to just, oh, I'm getting this little twink out of here. And bartender comes out and he's like, dude, we told you 2 times, man. And I was like, it's okay, I used to work here. And he's like, no, like, you need to leave. And I was like, no, really, I'm fine. I know Rob and Dan. He's like, dude, you need to leave. I was like, fine, here's my beer, throw it away. So I left. It's not really a joke, more of a story. Anyway, I'm gonna bring up your first comedian, a very, very funny guy, as long as he's high. Please give it up for Mr. Travis Cagle. How we doing, everybody? Yeah, we're good. A little rusty, so I'm gonna sit down. Don't worry, I'm fine. Yeah, not all of us are screamers. Like this kind. You know, I really miss being a high school athlete. You have any idea how hard it is to get a group of guys to shower with me now? This kind of sucks to just already admit, but I think the best time of my life was probably middle school. I mean, you know, you really don't have any problems in middle school. Girls are starting to become ladies. That was always cool. Like, for sure. I know the first girl that got boobs in my whole grade, she was actually in my circle of friends. So I got to call her Big Boobs McGee. It's not a joke, just a fun little tidbit right there. Going back even further, like, you know, like elementary school-ish. You guys remember parent-teacher night? Yeah. It was one of the best experiences because it was like your parents meeting your girlfriend for the first time. You know, it's like they come in and say, yeah, you know, I have a couple drawings on the wall. You know, just really trying to make the place our own. No big deal. Yeah, me and Miss Smith were pretty serious. Gonna do a spelling test once a week, so you know, it's pretty serious. I'm actually in school right now, not middle school. That would be dope. I mean, really, that's like the sexiest age, isn't it? Right around middle school. Alright, I'm going off topic here. So I passed my first test for class, which honestly I was really fucking nervous about. And it had me up like all weekend. I was thinking about it, thinking about what I'm going to do if I failed it. Good news though, I passed the drug test. No problems. I'm still in school. Yeah. It's pretty great.
said something about don't stop believing, and they got all pissed off because they're of an older generation. Like, hey, that's Journey. All right, they're two completely different bands, not the same. And I started thinking about it. Someday I'm gonna get pissed off at some guy, and I'm gonna be like, no, that's not Green Day. That's Blink-182. All right, they're completely different. Shut up. Been with my girlfriend for a while now. Going on 8 years. Yeah, she has cataracts. It's going good. And we used to have sex all the time. Like if nothing was on TV, just had a little sex. Looking at you guys. That one right there. Yeah. It's weird, now that we're older, there's a lot of really good stuff on TV. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of good stuff. I think I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet. Give you guys one more before I get off here. A trap classic, if you will. If you see a hairless Asian, is it ever the line to call him Kimosabi? Alright, thanks a lot, Yeti.
It'll get you every time. See, I told you. Showstopper! Well. Way to go, Travis Cagle! Give it up for Travis, guys. You guys are receptive. I like this crowd. I do. So I'm going to give you some insider access into some new movies that are coming out. That's right. Yeah. A lot of people don't know about these movies. John Carpenter. You guys know John Carpenter? He's producing a gay porn, and it's one of he's redoing one of his classic horror movies, only it's going to be entitled The Hills Have Guys this time. Instead of radioactive freaks, it's just going to be a bunch of gay men who run screaming into the little fallout area. Are you camping? Hey! Welcome to The Hills Have Guys. John Carpenter, was that Craven? It might have been Craven. John Carpenter made The Thing, though, right? Am I right? Made The Thing. Yeah. Remember this movie? Laid it down. He did. It was good. Kurt Russell was in it. He's making a black exploitation version of it, and they're calling it The Thing. I know, it's dumb. It's really dumb. Hey, here's a 90s movie idea. Are you guys ready for it? Alright. Put yourself back in the 90s. Let's put a retard on a park bench while he tells asinine stories to complete strangers while he eats a box of chocolates that he bought for a Gopor with AIDS. I'm pretty sure that's how that movie ended. I'm pretty sure. A lot of people are like, did Jenny have AIDS? Did she? I don't remember that part. Well, it's assumed, okay? It was the 90s. It was still taboo to have it back then. That's terrible. Hey, new people! Woo! Hey, friends. How are you? When I start to feel bad about myself, I just remember that some people drink camel piss in Yemen. I'm gonna bring up our next
exposure time was 8 hours. He took it from his bedroom window. Here's a lesser known fact. The second photograph ever taken was of Joseph's dick. Good thing it was in black and white, because keep in mind, the exposure time is 8 hours, and a blue dick would look fucking weird. Could you imagine sending a nudie pic back then? That'd be such a pain in the ass. I mean, what would it take, like 2 weeks for the recipient to get it? Like, I sent a picture of my junk, I read about 15 minutes later. How difficult would it be for the woman to send one back? You know, she'd have to find the one guy in town with a camera. You know, it'd take her 20 minutes to get out her fucking, her petticoats and her fucking corset, you know? And then she'd have to worry about flash burns on her badge. All right, Mabel, smile for the birdie. So if I could have any career right now instantly without trying, I want to be a teacher. You know? I mean, I want 3 months off a year. And you know what I'd do with that 3-month summer vacation? I'd spend it at the strip club. You know, getting lap dances from foreign students. Hey, Wendy, you should have paid more attention in class. How much for the next lap dance? Do I get a discount? Oh, wait, you can't math. That's right. So anytime I hear a piece of white trash say, hey, what's cooking good looking? I immediately think the answer is meth. Oh, hey, I have a new idea for a game show. If anyone's interested, I'm going to call it Babies with Rabies. I got a stack of parental consent forms in my truck. You know, just hit me up after the show. Does anyone else think that Bozo is responsible for inventing the game beer pong? You remember that? Get the kids lined up, fucking, you got solo cups, and we'll throw them through balls. Thanks, asshole. That's why I hate clowns. I'm not scared of them, I just fucking hate them. So, like Michael said, I was in the Army. I was in it for about 6 years. I spent 27 months in Iraq. Don't think of shit. You know, every time someone thanks me for my service, I look them dead in the eye and say, I don't believe you're sincere until I see your yellow ribbon. I didn't see a dime from those. Support your troop. Yeah, fucking kiss my ass. So Michael's actually in the Marines. Get up for him. Go buy a yellow ribbon. Actually, like I said, I did 27 months in Iraq, and I did quite a few missions with the Marines. And I noticed they always bitch about how the Army has better equipment than they do. You know, and I remember one mission in particular. The Marines had to go through a clear minefield before we pushed through to the objective. Here's how Marines clear a minefield. They plug their ears because landmines are loud. And they're right. We do have better equipment. We call them Marines. So, I'm working on a novel right now. It's about an alcoholic. Surprise, surprise. I've decided, though, it's not going to have a happy ending. Mainly for the fact that I don't want to fly around the country and give hand jobs to everyone who bought a copy. So, I don't like to admit it, but I recently bought a pocket pussy. I had to take it back, though. It kind of tasted funny. And I have a sneaking suspicion that someone may have bought it before I did and returned it. Yeah. You want to know how I know? I recently took up yoga, not for the health benefits. I just want to be able to take my own dick one day. It's a long-term goal. Huh? Oh, yeah. There we go. This mic's kind of loose. It's like the girl I went home with last weekend. She's crazy. I barely know this girl. She's like, tell me, if you meet anyone else, I'm going to stab you. What? She fucking told me that in bed when I was balls deep. I'm going to stab you. No, so I'm 28. I don't have any kids. Well, I almost had a kid, but jokes are great. Yeah, so I believe in reverse karma. That means when I do something really shitty to someone, they probably deserve it in a past life. Incidentally, I recently punched a baby in the face. That little fucker probably did something horrible not that long ago. That's a reincarnation joke if you don't get it. It goes over a lot of people's heads. I love to do practical jokes. Like, I fucking love them. And I think the best one that I've ever pulled off was becoming an organ donor. These motherfucking organs are worthless. When I die, I'll probably get in a fucking horrible car wreck. I don't know. But when I die, some surgeon's gonna cut me open and be like, what the fuck is this? I can't use any of these. My lungs are fucking pitch black. Yeah, my cigarette's out. But, yeah, my fucking liver's probably spotted like a goddamn Dalmatian. I don't even know what unhealthy kidneys look like, but mine are fucking not picture perfect. I don't know, but yeah, it's not gonna go well. And that makes me fucking happy. So, like I said, I was in the Army. I knew a chick that had, like, she holds the record for the most abortions in any given amount of time. She had like 8 in 6 months. I'm not even fucking exaggerating. Yeah. So you know what? I gave her a nickname, the Terminator. And you know what? Right before the operation, she looked down and said, "Hasta la vista, baby." And right before she walked out the front door, after the fact, she stopped, looked back at the girl at the counter, and said, "I'll be back." Okay, I know. You know, abortions aren't funny. You know, because they're fucking expensive, and I have to pay for 3 of them. Man, they're pricey. You know, they have Plan B out. Well, it's kind of weird to me because Plan C was around a lot longer than Plan B. Well, Plan coat hanger, you know. Actually, speaking of that, I have an idea for a new company. It's an abortion clinic, but I've got a new twist on it. Basically, I developed a process where we'll actually freeze the fetus for you in case you change your mind. And a process I've turned fetus, you know, frozen fetus. But I'm going to name the company Reboard. You know, just in case you change your mind. It's fucking horrible, isn't it? I don't give a shit. So, recently I took a girl home from the bar. Turns out she had a lazy eye. You know, I didn't notice at first. I was drunk. It was dark. Well, we got back to her place, and she started slowing down on me. And ladies, here's some advice. And guys, can you back me up on this? There's nothing sexier than when you're getting head, and she looks you in the eyes. Am I right, guys? That's fucking hot. Yeah. Well, she's doing her thing. I'm like, hey, baby, look at me. She looks up, and one eye goes left. Like, look at me, not the fucking television. Actually, could you imagine getting head from a cross-eyed girl? She looked fucking focused, wouldn't she? So, the closest I've ever come to having a threesome was having sex with a girl that had multiple personality disorder. It was cool at first, but turns out one of her personalities is racist and the other one's black. I had to leave. Like, I didn't want to get in the middle of a domestic dispute. She kept punching herself in the face, calling herself the N-word. I had to leave. Speaking of racism, most people would assume that because I'm a white American male that I've never experienced racism, but they're wrong. You know, when I was younger, I lived in Houston, a pretty racially diverse area. Well, I used to get fights all the time because I was white. You know, it wasn't the black kids, like, they didn't give a shit. It was the Mexicans. You know, not the ones that were born in America, it was the ones that were fresh off the border. You know, back then I assumed, like, one of them was having a birthday, so they fucking beat shit out of me like a goddamn pinata. But, so I had a plan. I thought it was pretty sound. I decided to, basically befriend the Asians in the hopes that maybe they could teach me martial arts and some self-defense. Well, it turns out they're all Vietnamese, and the only thing I learned how to do is dig goddamn tunnels. I
everything good came out of that. At least George Zimmerman finally tasted the rainbow. Oh, that's terrible. You guys, anybody paying attention to this whole renaming Brady Street thing? Anybody?
Yeah.
Right? For? Anybody for your name change? Right? Fuck white people, that's all I gotta say. Fuck them, right in their butts. Now, we did a collective group that I was involved with. We did a installation art piece, and it was very, very moving. And wow, yes, those will be on fire later, by the way. Those hula hoops will be on fire. No, the hula hoops. But we did a very moving installation piece, and I feel like this is a good place for me to talk about it. It's actually not a joke. I just want to let other people know about it because it's moving to me. My friend Elwan, who's a very, very awesome photographer, he works at the TCC darkroom, right? Forget I told you his name, right? Let's call him E, right? So my friend E works somewhere developing pictures. I probably said too much already. Anyway, he got arrested at Juneteenth for taking pictures of someone who was mildly retarded and kids playing at Guthrie Green in the fountain, right? He got arrested. Somebody called and said there's a pedophile taking pictures of my kids. Now I know he, and he is not a pedophile. He is one hell of a photographer, but I'm 99.98% sure he doesn't touch kids. There's always that, you never know with some people. So anyway, he was so brave, man. He took his shirt off. We had like 30 parking cones. We spray painted them white. We put little eye holes on them, they looked like little KKK members. And Elwan he was so badass. He wrote the word nigger across his chest. I know that's a sensitive word, and I'm a white boy saying it. But he wrote that on his chest, and guess what? He pretended to be dead for an hour and a half. No break, in the sun, first Friday. Now, I don't know if there's anything funnier than seeing white people's reactions to other white people's reactions to what they're seeing. Like, people would come up and they would say things like, what happened? Did he get shot? Yeah, and then we surrounded him in racist parking cones. You fucking idiot. What are you talking about? Or, someone would come up. Like, it was funny because only the white people thought it was racist. Like, that was legitimate, like, oh God, this is... Some people would walk by and they would pretend you could not see it. Like, it was there. And they would be like, nope, not looking at that. Nope, it's going to fuck my whole day up. Not looking at that. I don't believe, nope, there is no racism in Tulsa. Never, ever. None whatsoever. Anyway, I thought you guys should know about that. I think it's time for... Tulsa is a fucking powder keg. Not only with comedy right now, because we have so many great fucking comedians in town, but we also have a problem with the fucking... There's change coming, people. I promise you that, and it's going to happen soon enough. Hopefully, Sean can pick it up, make it a little bit funnier. I'm going to give it up for Sean Baker. Come on.
Oh, I can't read that. Okay, let's move on. Hi, my name is Sean Baker. Spelled the traditional way. Spicy Latina, Cayenne Baker! And then I show up. Woo! Check, check. Okay, we're back to the fun. I got a PSA for you guys real quick. Crystal meth does not help align your chakras. My grandma learned the hard way. She was going to see her shaman in New Mexico, but it turned out to be a drug dealer nicknamed Shaman. So now grandma's doing 5 to 10. What I'm asking for is bail money. You guys got bail money for my meth-addicted grandmother. Okay. It's not a joke. Have you guys seen the trailers for that new JGL movie, Don John? Yeah. If you guys haven't, it's basically about this gym rat, yanked out dude with a hot girlfriend who's addicted to porn. Which is basically the story of my life minus the hot girl and all the time spent at the gym. I don't know what I'm doing. It might seem like I know what I'm doing, but I don't. I'm depressed. Okay, here's a hypothetical for you guys. Let's say you're driving about 45 down Kenosha and Broken Arrow, and you're jerking off in your car, and you get pulled over by the police, and you pull over. You do pull over. Do you stop or go faster when you're? Do you finish? Yeah. So now I have to register. I recently I downloaded a Hot or Not app on my phone. That's not the punchline. Jumped the gun on that. I like you guys. But yeah, I wanted to see what would break first. The record for days active without a message or my self-esteem. I think it's tied right now. Let's get some fat jokes out of the way. I missed those earlier. Missed the obvious. My table at a buffet looks just like the Last Supper, minus the 12 other guys. I kind of wish that I would just like stall for like 5 minutes while some guy is setting up a drum kit before I do that joke, and the whole thing is just me like, yeah, okay, sorry, we're gonna have this finished, we're gonna have it finished. We just need to set up for dinner, okay? How are you guys doing? You guys okay? And then finally the drum guy gives me the okay, and I say that exact joke I just told you, and then the drum guy does, and then we just both walk off stage. That's like for the back of the room. Well, not literally the back of the room, like that's like me saying it's for the comics. It's a joke for me. Sometimes I feel like my second language is dyslexia because I tend to place words in the wrong say. It's a thinker. I had some extra shit for that minus the 12 other guys. Do you guys want to hear that part?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to re-say the punchline to the joke, okay? And we're just Tell me if this is like me being an asshole, but I'm never in a hurry to get anywhere, not even to like punchlines and shit. So when like somebody is tailgating me, I tend to like fuck with them on like one lane roads or 2 lane roads. I mean, honestly, I do. We all know the rules about speed limits, right? Like 45, really, everybody rounds up, right? 45 is 50, 40 is 50, 35 is 60, right? We all know that. We've all agreed to that. But if you start fucking tailgating me, I'm just gonna do exactly what the sign says, all right? I'm gonna slow down to the speed limit, get comfy, and then watch my mirror. Just see you freaking the fuck out. It starts out slow. Just grip your fucking steering wheel tighter, straighten up. Then you swerve, try to get past me, but the other lane is fucking packed because it's 5 o'clock and you're an asshole. And then you start shaking the fucking steering wheel, banging everything and yelling, and I'm just there staring at you laughing. And then finally another lane opens up. You gun it to get past me, but you slow down just enough to flip me off. And what do? Smile and wave. Go to hell. It's more of a diary entry than a joke. Let's see, what else am I going to say to you guys? Okay, I'll leave you with this. Okay? This is me subtly asking Michael if I have more time or not. 2 minutes? Okay, then I'll save this joke for later. Okay. But I'm gonna have to pretend like I'm depressed so I can look at my notes again. Where's that? Oh, yeah. So there's a study being done right now to find out why 75% of American lesbians are overweight. Honestly, I think it's all that eating out. You guys, yeah. No, I'm not talking about cunnilingus. I'm talking about fast food, like a lot of pussy. I think, was it you that gave me that? Yeah, you're fucking brilliant, CR. You're in for a treat later. All right, here's another vagina joke.
Keep them coming.
Vaginas are weird, right? But it's okay because I'm weird too, which kind of makes us like positively charged magnets. We repel each other. I was walking into work the other day, and a guy yelled at me for not holding the door open for the girl walking behind me. So I said to him, hey, I wasn't being rude. That was an act of female empowerment. I'm a feminist hero, okay? Besides, she's like a 4. Thank you, that's my time. I'm Sean Baker.
Jesus sat in the toilet, and then what? Okay. Sorry, that joke needs some work, I guess. Yeah! Woo! Fucking, goddammit. I wrote down blowy to some gore. That's funny, right? Now, the type of girl I'm looking for, I've noticed I have a type. We can sit in a hammock and read H.P. Lovecraft together. It'll be the best relationship ever. It'll be dark as fuck, twisted. Hell, she might punch me in the face a few times. Kind of into that. But as Sean said, he is a feminist hero. I am too. I mainly sleep with really empowered women, and my favorite thing to do during sex is ask these women to punch me in the face. Because the look is so priceless. They're like, really? You mean I can punch you in the face? Like, yeah, baby, go ahead. Punch me as hard as you can. They love it. They love it. There is no better way to empower a woman who already knows what she wants, which is to kill most men, than to ask her to punch you in the face during sex. Oh, man. So, you guys like video games? Any video game players out there? Yeah? I love video games. It's a lie, but it works in this joke. So I have this great idea for a video game, right? You guys familiar with Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
Fucking great game. Love that game. This game, via Michael Jordan Dunn, is called Creed Assassins. Now what you do is you still get to go into the Animus, and you get to go back to the 90s, and you get to kill every member of the band Creed before they become famous. I know, right? It would be such a great game, except you can't win because Scott Stapp's career committed suicide before they got famous. Alright, keep it going for your next comedian. Very funny, very veteran at this. He's been doing it a while. Give it up for C.R. Parsons!
How about a hand for Michael? It's good to see a few non-comedians here. This is going to suck for you guys because I'm basically going to read comedy off of these pages. But I have a good excuse. I am not actually a comedian. I am an attorney. And I know I don't look like an attorney. The long hair and the tattoos. But I come by that confusion completely naturally. I am from a fucked up household. Here's how fucked up. My mother was college educated, had a master's degree. My father was a redneck. We were the only trailer in the park with a lending library. We learned how to pair our wine with our ramen noodles. Little tip, Boone's Farm goes with all the flavors. And when I say a fucked up household, I'm not kidding. My father was bipolar, which wasn't half bad. But back then they didn't call it being bipolar, they just called it being an asshole. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Which one am I going to start with? Getting old as fuck. I realized this recently. I turned 42 recently. And that sucks turning 42 because I realized I am no longer going to be able to date girls half my age. Now you wouldn't think that, but you can do the math. But I can't date girls half my age anymore. Now they can buy their own beer. And it sucks getting older because I realize I hate things that I probably shouldn't just because I'm getting to be an old curmudgeon. I hate Twitter with a passion. And it's the same reason I hate bumper stickers. Because some things need more than this much space to say. I pulled up behind a car the other night, bumper sticker said, "Try Jesus." All I could think was, tastes like chicken. Goes great with red wine. Oh my goodness. And I can tell I'm getting older because I will honestly tell you, I have never felt in my 40s. I mean, I have never felt like I was in my mid-40s. I fucked that joke up already. Enough reading. Oh my goodness. I am a married gentleman, as I mentioned earlier. I've been married for 12 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a whole lot fucking more excited about that than I am. I tell you what, they say distance makes the heart grow fonder, but that's complete bullshit. Distance just gives you time to forget the shit that pissed you off in the first place. And I love my wife dearly, but she has this thing for shoes. And I will never understand why ladies will pay hundreds of dollars for designer name brand shoes. Because they're not doing it for us guys. Because ladies, if you are ever interested in a guy who knows the difference between Of course you did. If you didn't, it wouldn't be called a stereotype. It would be called a fact. I'm sure somewhere there's an Asian woman who can't drive and did not graduate at the top of her class. I'm sure somewhere there's a black man who can swim and understands hockey. I'm sure somewhere there's a Mexican who never carpools. I'm sure somewhere there's a priest who prefers altered pearls. I'm sure somewhere there's a guy with an 85th level World of Warcraft character who has actually seen a woman naked. I'm not going to claim he's had sex, but he has seen her naked. It may have been his mom, but that was not the shower incident. Oh my goodness. My wife gets mad at me because I second guess all of her decisions. Not the big decisions, not the small, all of her decisions. But I have to. I know she makes bad decisions. I am fortunate though, she loves to shop, but I'm fortunate because she is a discount shopper. She loves to go to Goodwill on half-price Redline Tuesdays with a $20 bill in one hand and a Sharpie in the other. Already did that. You really want Casey Anthony? I gotta tell another one first. Have you guys seen that Michael J. Fox? Yeah, Michael J. Fox. He has a new show coming out. Have you guys seen the previews for that? Yeah, I think it's going to be a good show, but I understand they did not sign a contract. They just shook on it. I had to use that sick joke to lead into this sick joke. I saw the other day that Lifetime was doing the Casey Anthony story. Now there's a bitch that needs her own movie. She had her 15 minutes of fame. She could have endorsed some products like Casey Anthony brand chloroform or Casey Anthony brand duct tape with little hearts, or my personal favorite, Casey Anthony brand corsages. It's just like a regular corsage, only without that little sprig of baby's breath. Okay, we have a sick fucking audience, so I can tell the sick joke. I'm a sick man. I found that out after my last stroke. My doctor told me I had to lose 125 pounds. So I'm getting a divorce. I'm just kidding. I don't think I can legally divorce half of my wife. Why is it the women never laugh at that joke? No, seriously, I have had 3 strokes in my life, and I have the worst fucking timing when it comes to strokes. If you have not had a stroke, here's what happens. Half of your body just quits working. I mean, you can't feel it, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't move, nothing. I had my first stroke while riding my motorcycle. You know where your front brake is on a motorcycle? It's your right fucking hand. You know where your back brake is? Same damn side. I was screwed. I mean, I was more screwed than an emo girl in high school. I was more screwed than a tube sock at Comic-Con. I was more screwed than an altar boy with a pretty mouth. But that's not the worst one. No. The worst one was my second stroke. I had my second stroke while having sex with my wife. You know, they say if you think somebody's having a stroke, have them stick out their tongue. And if they are, it'll turn to one side. Same thing happens with your dick. It was like, I'm not kidding, I'm a white man. It was more like, eek. I looked down at my wife, I went, babe, I can't get off. She looked up at me and she said, neither can I with you making faces. That's my time. I'm C.R. Parsons. Thank you guys.
I recently hired him as a wedding photographer for a friend. Needless to say, she was not happy with that outcome. Everything was out of focus, shaky. You guys know what the best thing is about fat girls? The blowjob they give you the first night you meet them. You want to know what the worst thing about fat girls is? After all your hard work trying to boost this poor girl's self-esteem, she's already in love with you, and all you did was blow a load of krill in this whale with tits mouth and tell her she can't sleep over because you're too worried about the structural integrity of your waterbed. I think krill works better than like plankton in that joke. As a euphemism for jism, or if you will, a euphemism. I mean, I'm just saying, if fucking twerking can be a famous word that they're going to put in the Oxford Dictionary, I want to see euphemism in there. Euphemism for euphemism. See, now I can't even say euphemism anymore. It's already in my head. My friend's dog has separation anxiety. Yeah. And I was like, dude, that's pretty lame. I think I can help you with that. What you need to do is you need to beat that dog for like 2 days to where it's too scared to come around for about a week. That way he only has anxiety when you're at home. I'm not gonna chew anything up while he'll be like, shit, he's gone. I'm ready to fucking take a nap. Jesus. I found out type 2 diabetes runs in my family on both sides recently. And as an alcoholic, that makes me concerned. Thank you. I'm glad I got the floor symphony. No, but my uncle recently got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and he celebrated by coming to a family event and immediately finding me and saying, hey, do you think you can sneak me some alcohol? And I obliged because I remember when I was 21 and he bought me a lot of drinks. So I said, of course I will, Uncle. But I will not sit through your autistic son's puppet show because I remember seeing, what's his name, Jeff Dunham. Yeah, those jokes are stolen, and I don't have the heart to yell at an autistic kid and say, you're a hack! I don't have the heart to do that. But I do love him. He's great. Anyway, I'm going to bring up the next comedian. Very funny guy. I just met him recently, and I've seen him perform, twice now? Twice, yeah. Very funny guy, great set. Give it up for Ryan Jones? Question mark? I got his name right.
Alright. How y'all doing? My name's Ryan Jones. This is the first time that I performed at the Yeti. I imagine it'll be like my other first time. Short, sweet, punctuated with laughter. Although at this point I've already lasted longer, so I got that going for me. I'm going through a bit of a dry spell. And by dry spell, we're thinking Dust Bowl. Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have a friend who was constantly getting laid and then describing it to me. That's not fair. That's like me describing Thanksgiving to a starving Ethiopian. It's delicious. You should try it. I know why I'm in a dry spell. Doesn't matter how well things are going with the girl at the bar. She can think I'm funny, charming, handsome. As soon as I mention that I live with my parents, her lady parts are drier than an AA meeting. It's rough. So I've been trying the online dating. I don't know if y'all have tried online dating. I realize I've been in Oklahoma too long because I just said y'all. Something I didn't used to say. But I got an email from OkCupid. This is a true story. It said, "Do you want to die alone?" Wow, okay, Keith, take me to a dark place. I was trying to check my email. So I looked at some dull videos for comfort. I was feeling lonely. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but they started putting advertisements before porn. It's true, I saw an advertisement for Plan B. You know, the morning after pill? Like, who are they advertising to? Like, porn is my Plan B. Are they advertising to ladies? Because I don't think we're watching the same type of videos. And if we are, we should talk after this set. Because clearly we have some shared interests. No, it took me a while to settle on OkCupid. I was looking at other dating websites. I was going to go with ChristianMingle.com, but I'm not looking for pretentious cat owners. My profile was rejected from BlackPeopleMeet.com. WhitePeopleMeet.com is essentially Craigslist. I was thinking we do need a new website, DrinkersMeet.com.
Yeah.
A slow DVD, so I know your name before I black out. I saw that Plan B advertisement. Speaking of a time when Plan B should have been used, I was watching the Kardashians the other day. And I went to Latin America for a couple of years. When I came back, the Kardashians were famous. They weren't a thing before I left. In fact, if I had to guess, I would guess that they are rock. And Kardashian sounds like a rock band. But my time in Latin America really flew by. I didn't come back and apparently the Kardashians are famous. I'm not sure why yet. Although I figured out that apparently Kim Kardashian is very popular with black people, which has led me to theorize that her nipples are actually flavored purple drink. Thank you very much. After watching Kim and Courtney take Miami, I think I'd rather watch Kim and Courtney take Cyanide.
Yeah.
Woo. That's a little harsh. I don't hate the Kardashians. I just think our gene pool would be stronger without them.
Goes go up.
Well, when you're single, a lot of your friends want to take you to the strip club. Like, oh, let's go to the strip club. I'm not really a strip club kind of guy. But I went with my friend the other day. Although I made a big mistake. I got really stoned before I went. You don't want to think too much when you're at the strip club. I swear, sometimes it's like I smoke so much weed, it's like I'm playing hide and seek with myself. But I go in, and I'm high as a giraffe's nuts, just going in with my friend. And immediately just hit in the face with the smell of cheap perfume and daddy issues.
You ever go to finger a girl and you give her that benefit of the doubt, you know? And you just think, well, maybe 2. You know, you think 2 will be good number. That's a good amount. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try 2 first. And then your whole hand falls in, and you're like, you feel like you live in Florida and a sinkhole just dropped in the back of your yard. You start to worry about like your property values. And you're like, oh shit. And then you have to find out the hard way on the floor of a Motel 6 in fucking 29 Palms, California, that she's a squirter because you're second in line. Yeah, second. That's right.
That was the second time.
And you look at your friend who's horrified when you're horrified as well as you walk out. Like you immediately dress yourself when you're done with a situation like that because you played quarters on that floor earlier. And now you know what's all over it. And you go out and you lay right next to your friend who was first and you were second. And he looks at you and you look at him and then you both like do that thing where you snap back and you're like, wait a second, maybe dude, I didn't come at all. Me neither. And then he does this, which is like the worst thing that somebody else can do to you. When you're second in line and you had sloppy seconds, they go, dude, the whole hand. Yeah, no, not fun at all. Anyway, that's enough stories. And I'm gonna give it up for your next comedian. She's a very offensive, very funny, horrible lawyer. Please give it up for Sheila Davy.
Yay! Thank you very much.
The only way I get to touch women. I'm gonna try some new shit, I guess. I don't know. But I'm feeling pretty comfortable up here because I know a lot of you people in the audience. Probably because I'm a criminal attorney. I feel like I need to be passing my cards out because I know a bunch of y'all are gonna get pulled over after the show. Look at you, I know a drug dealer when I see one. No, I'm a criminal attorney. I do the normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill, okey-type crimes like DUIs, making a meth lab, blowing a meth lab up, bestiality. I don't know, sir. You would know, sir. Is it still bestiality if you just lay there and the animal does all the work? Oh, and by the way, it's not entrapment just because you put peanut butter up there. My boyfriend says that's old school. He uses Nutella. And I know you guys didn't come to this bar just to get schooled on how to get farm animals attracted to your genitals. I know that's weird. But that hayseed right here, he's writing all this shit down. He's like, how do you spell Nutella? Yeah, I'm not racist at all, but you know, Rosa Parks, African American hero my ass, that bitch was just fucking lazy. Now, I dated a black guy once, but he kept calling me a honky white bitch. So I just kept calling him the N-word. Nigerian. Now, white women, they need a 7-day waiting period before they even think about having sex with a black man. That thing is big and black and scary, am I right? Nah, seriously. Then I put a big warning label on that thing. Side effects of this dick, they make a white bitch do some stupid shit. Like cosine. Or put reticent or shit in their name.
Do you see where Hugh Hefner married his 26-year-old pinup girlfriend? What the fuck was she thinking? Aside from the money, if I want to get screwed by an old, nasty, disgusting male chauvinist pig, I'm just going to vote for a Republican. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Hang on. Okay, Republicans. They're just like, really? The Anglo-Saxon male chauvinist pigs? I mean, why are they the superior race? I mean, have you ever seen them naked? Fuck that. I don't know. They're just the featured fat people that are going to ride the mobility scooters. And they're always making comments about rape, and it's really stupid. It's like, and the comedians think they can, like, tell jokes about it. Well, let me just say one thing. Rape is just not funny. Unless it's happening to Jerry Sandusky. And the last law they passed, you cannot say the word vagina on the Senate floor. I mean, probably because they've never seen a pretty one. I mean, have you seen their wives?